morning, hello, my name is Daniel, this is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. We are on day 2 officially in Calpe, aren't we? But day 1 of proper big riding. This is Jason, this is Lee. Dan Smith will appear here in a few minutes when he rolls out of bed. We're heading out today for a big ride. We're going up the Puerto dels Cabons and the Col de Rats, including the secret summit, which can't be that secret because there's a Strava route with it in, so yeah, we'll see what that's like. It should be 95 miles, 10,000 feet of climbing. Lee, you're not quite dressed for the occasion. You're having a little jog to a bike shop first thing, aren't you?
Going to start it off with a run, I think. You know, really ramp up the triathlon training.
He's got to go and get his bike from a bike shop and pressure them to fix it this morning, and then he's going to try and chase on and catch us up. Yeah. Which might not be a problem catching me. These boys might be a bit further up the road, but we're going to have a great day out. It is freezing right now. I know we're not going to get any sympathy from people in the UK. It's going to warm up in an hour or two, is what we're telling ourselves, isn't it? So yeah. Let's get out there. Let's get out there for a great ride. We'll see you later.
Can't be in. Right, I'll see you later.
Don't really like it.
Eh? Don't really like mate. I can't hear what you're saying. Don't really like mate. Oh well. Tell you what, getting down from the 11th floor of that hotel when every OAP wants to go for breakfast at the same time.
Well, that's what you get when you rent the penthouse suite.
And I've got a bike in a lift. And they're like... Right.
This is absolutely mega. Seeing like pro teams, the team cars following them, it's quite surreal actually. I mean, I'm waving like a madman, obviously just a massive fan of them all. Absolutely awesome. Now, we don't quite have a team car. We do have Chris, the camera guy, in a Fiat 500. Now, that doesn't quite look like the same thing, but we're gonna take it. Morning. Morning. Time trial day. Dan needs a screwdriver for his speed play cleat and he won't ask the Sudar Quick Step team. We've got TT bikes out.
That guy doesn't need an English flat. Asking for a speed play screwdriver.
Well, neither do I, but we got it. So we are about an hour and a half in. It is a lot warmer. It is absolutely beautiful. Feeling so happy to be out here. I feel like it's been a long time coming. I know I've droned on about it for weeks and weeks. That's only been because I've been so excited. So now we're out here just soaking it in. So an hour and a half in, we're just coming up to the base of the big climb for the day, which I don't know how long it's going to take, to be honest, probably a while, but I'm just going to settle into my groove and just enjoy it. Instead of looking down at the numbers and my stem, I'm looking up and around me and chatting to the guys and just having a good time. No message from Lee yet, so we don't know where he is. It's possible that I haven't seen it if it's not popped up, but hopefully he's chasing hard. By the time he catches us, he's absolutely on the ropes is the plan. Alright, so we're at the top of the first climb, the Puerto de Tudons, 1,000 metres of elevation. We've climbed about 5,000 feet up to here. I know I'm mixing measuring ways there, but such is life. We've got a short descent, short climb, and then a long descent to the cafe stop, which is at about 60 miles in, but this summit looks incredible. Alright?
Yeah, I think so.
Some sort of noise coming from Jason's bike. Look at that. That's mega, isn't it? As you can hear, Dan isn't in the best of health. He's had an illness for a couple of weeks, and you thought he'd shook it, didn't you? But not quite.
Yeah, it's just the last bits dragging on, I think.
So just playing it safe, just keeping it steady, and well, just see what happens, like, basically. Bit of sunshine solves all, mate. We went the wrong way. Turn left. We're doing a descent, but not this one. That's a good job I noticed now, not after 10 minutes of descending. Back up to the top one more time, eh? So we've had a message from Lee 5 minutes ago saying he's setting off. It's 12 o'clock now. So I don't know what route he's going to do, whether he's going to do this route or not. But he's obviously had a bit of a mare at the bike shop, but we'll see. as we were descending, we saw a bit of smoke in the distance, and then a helicopter came really close to us and was filling up water to go and dump over what we can only assume is like a wildfire. So, I mean, cool to see, I guess, but hopefully it was all resolved. But yeah, really close and in the thick of the action. All right, we had a cafe stop on like the world's busiest roundabout, but a real nice little bakery. We're now heading up, I think it's the backside of the Calder Rats and to the secret summit. Dan's whinging that there's a lot of red on the climb. I don't know how big the climb is, but you reckon it's like...
Well, I can tell you, 2,600 feet total elevation from here.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad, is it? That's not a huge amount.
It's about an hour of climbing.
Yeah, and it is about, what are we at, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Now you'll notice that we haven't seen Lee Tunnicliffe yet. I'm going to let him fill us in later on today, but we think he's about 3 hours behind us, and Chris tells us that he's doing the full route. So we'll see how that's going, but the plan for this climb is just not go too hard, do the super steep bit up to the secret summit, and then it's a long descent and flat back into Calpe. So this is like the finish line for me at the top of this hill.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
10 miles to go then.
Yeah, exactly. Shame it's uphill. Yeah. You feel okay, Jason?
Yeah, doing well, mate.
Just doing about 4 weeks of bike volume in one day.
Well, it's a big climb to have after 4 hours 45 of riding, so we're hanging in there.
We are, good work. Okay, so we're at the top of the Calder Rats, but we're just going up the secret bit, so don't tell anybody, because it's a bit straight up. I think it's up there, Dan. Well, it's straight on, I don't know exactly where. You've got winter tyres on, you'll be fine. Isn't this where there's Drift Academy? Oh no, it's just Campus in York, isn't it? Okay, we are gravelling now. This might not be as road ready as I thought. It's okay, it goes back into tarmac now, it's okay, calm down, it's okay.
About there.
No, oh my god.
It's still like another 100 or so meters.
Yeah. I guess we're about 2/3 of the way up. Yeah. I don't even know how to describe that. Steep. It's got to be like 15%, I'm not sure.
It's just relentless.
Yeah. There's no respite. I was absolutely on the edge, and I was just looking at the thing saying how far we've got to go. 0.6 of a mile. Oh, God. I mean, what a view though. That's the Calder Rats down there where we've come from. Oh my God. Oh, I cannot quite explain how difficult that was. Jason, any words to add to describe that climb?
Definitely the steepest climb of the day. Relentless.
We've come from all the way down there. It was relentless. We stopped once and just got our breath back a bit, and then you struggle to clip in. It's so steep, don't you?
Yeah, really hard to get going.
Yeah. Dan turned around because he's coughing his guts up. He's not in a good way, so fair enough. But this is essentially the end of the ride, because from here we've got a long descent and flat back into Calpe, I think. I hope so anyway. 6 hours on the pedal so far, so a long old day. I wonder if Lee's going to do this extra bit up here.
he's a game man if he is. Fair play. I hope he does.
I do as
well. It'll be
well.
hilarious. It'll be, you know, the sun's setting and he's sending us photos from up the top.
Oh dear, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to have a minute now. I'm going to just descend this so cautiously because there's like no wall, big drops, rim brakes. Well done, that man. Good afternoon, Lee. Hi, sorry. Good evening. For those that can't see, it's pitch black outside.
Bit hard that, weren't it?
You've got your gloves on, haven't you?
Yes, mate.
Well done. What a day you've had, haven't you?
Oh.
Well, we've seen each other all day, have we?
No.
Tell us what you did, Emily. How did it start?
Well, I went to pick my bike up from the bike shop and set off about 10 to 12. And I set off down the road and the bottom bracket, something felt a bit wrong. Like it felt like...
More wrong than it being like a bird?
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt a bit like wobbly, really.
Yeah.
But I sort of moved it with my foot and kicked it a bit and it seemed alright.
Fine, yeah, good.
So I carried on and I thought, well, at least it's shifting silky smooth.
Yeah.
Everything's working
New rear
properly.
neck?
Yeah, awesome. Everything's great.
Yeah.
Instead of river water, I've got grease oozing out of it now, so that's much better.
Perfect.
But then I got about 15 miles in and there was like a little rise to the right and I just pressed on a bit up the rise and then the cranks sort of offset themselves so that this one was, they weren't no longer at sort of 180 degrees and it was still solid on, but obviously it's a bit unnerving. So I pulled over at the side of the road, bike shop's near me, rode nearly a mile back down the road one-legged.
Yeah.
Went in this bike shop, the guy looks at it and he couldn't speak English, he's talking into his translate all the time and he said it's been installed incorrectly. Well, I'm thinking the teeth are going to have gone inside the crank arm or something and it's got power meter on it. I'm thinking I need a new crank arm or worse still a new chain set and I'm really worried about it. Anyway, he undoes it all, whacks it with a hammer a bit,
Yeah, as you do.
tuts a few times,
Yeah.
puts it all back on again, puts it together, torque wrench, proper pro this guy. I talks into his translate, I says, is it damaged? He says, oh no, it's okay, it was just installed incorrectly.
Right.
So, and I've carried on and this, oh it's been amazing mate.
Good.
Not skipped a beat.
So you set off 3 hours behind us
Yeah.
and
had another mechanical.
You've done 99.2 miles, 6.5 hours. And you've normalised 242 watts. You've had a good ride, Lee.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It'll do.
Awesome. And you even went up the secret summit.
Oh mate.
That's awful. How bad is
Oh
that?
my god.
Absolutely awful.
I was regretting my life choices riding
and
up
we
there.
stopped halfway up because it was
Well,
like,
I nearly had to, but I
Yeah.
thought it's the Strava time, innit? You know. I mean, to be honest, I nearly just sacked it off and went back down.
Yeah. Well, we thought you would have done, but I said, I'm not going to doubt Lee. I've seen you.
Well, I want to do all the route.
Yeah.
I didn't want to miss anything. That's why I've gone round and ridden the whole thing on my own and come back in the dark because I don't want you guys to have done something that I haven't done.
Perfect. Well,
So that's determination for
well,
me.
we have, other than you not being there, we've had a brilliant day.
Good.
It's an awesome route, isn't it? Seeing all the pros out as well,
Wow.
the teams and stuff is awesome. You seen many?
A few.
Oh, we've seen Team
Lotto
Conference.
Sudal.
Yeah, and Lotto Destiny as well, the women's team, and all sorts happened today. But yeah,
I think they'd all packed up and gone home by the time I got there.
Oh my god. So we absolutely just cup of tea, Lee. Absolutely brilliant day. Really enjoyed being out with the guys. What a place for cycling. The climbs aren't too steep. People are friendly. Drivers are courteous. What a brilliant day. Can't wait to ride with you tomorrow.
I could have done with that lunch stop though.
Yeah. Did you not? Is that what I'm trying to do?
Well, I've stopped for water and a Coke,
Right.
and that's it really. Stopped at the top of that summit to put my kit on.
Yeah. Good stuff. What a day one. Thank you very much for following on. If you've made it to the end of this video, it's probably quite a long one. Stay tuned for plenty more action left to come the rest of this week. Good stuff. Right, I'm going to stop this boiling over.
Yeah.
Subscribe and like and all that jazz.